world of gamers. Finally back around to looking through the Atlus video game collection once again. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse for the Nintendo 3DS. There are two Shin Megami Tensei 4 games. One of them was not released in Europe. I think it wasn't released in Europe anyways. I don't remember seeing a European copy of the first game. I think that was exclusively released in Japan and in America. This is the only one that I was aware of back in the day, and I am still aware of being a European release. I've pulled this one out really to show an example of how an expensive game could be found for a lower price. It's not the case anymore, unfortunately, but a few years back when I was trying to get my hands on a few of the more expensive Shin Megami Tensei games for the DS and the 3DS, what I decided to do was pick up European versions because the prices were dramatically different. And the only thing that is really different, and this is a matter of preference, is that, for example, with this one, I imported it from Germany. So, of course, the language on the back is German, but the game can be played in English. So, for the sake of a variation of the cover, which I'm not particularly fussed about, I was able to get this game. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it, because it was a few years ago now, but I think it was roughly between 50 and 60 euros. So that's around about 35 to 40 English pounds for a game that is still being priced on eBay, as an example, for about £200. I do have another game that also has a similar price, which I will pull out of the collection in another video and show you once again how I was able to pick up a game at a cheaper price just by picking up a European copy. So unfortunately, I do not know much German, so I will not be able to read from the back cover with this one. I have played a small amount of Shin Megami Tensei 4. One of the things that stops us from diving into these games is the simple fact that a lot of these JRPGs are not only really difficult at times, but they also require a lot of grinding to get through them. So I often just end up playing these types of games very slowly. As I've said in other videos, if it's on a handheld, I will most likely be playing through a game when I have the opportunity to do so, when I'm on the move. Usually that's the case. And sometimes with the Nintendo Switch, for example, it will be my go-to handheld when I'm at home and I'm not console gaming. That is it for this one. I will catch you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Happy gaming.